Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us over here at home, and those of you who are watching us later, and asking questions always good after the class. We excited to give some more input, some more insight. Two things is important to remind ourselves. Right now is the time after we've been through what we call the high holidays. We spent 22 days Thank you, sir. So we spent 22 days of many different things. Kabbalistically, we learn it's not for us a holiday just to celebrate, but it's really an awakening of our vessel from a complete different point of view. Rosh Hashanah, even the 30 days of the month of Elul, month of Virgo, the preparation. We had Yom Kippur. We have many things we spoke as the schedule go. We share the insight and the tools that we're using. It's not simply a religion or because God told us to do that. Our job as people, as individual, is to ignite why I'm doing what I'm doing. What am I getting from that? What do I need to do about it? And how is it going to help the world? Therefore, we learn that a lot of people who actually participate for these 22 days, as much as they can, they think, you know what, for the rest of the year, I'm going to rest. I've done enough, A lot of us okay, I need a break from all this work and all this spirituality and all of these things, right? A lot of people behave this way. But what they don't know is that the complete opposite. These days of the beginning of the year are just the roots starting to happen. As soon as you finish, that's when you need to activate your vessel. That's when you need to activate. Your vessel is your desire, is your greatest desire. So if you have a great desire, or if you have a less desire, right? It's really been challenged by these days, but can be activated after those days. So many people think I went to Rosh Hashanah, I did what Benjamin said, we went together, we did amazing light. No, that's not the light. What it is the roots, is the shoresh, is the seed for the rest of the year of how you're going to operate, how you're going to function with a higher level of intensity. Because this world is going to be intense more and more. The universe is raising the volume. You have to understand people will be challenged. Now, we learn in this week, starting this week, an interesting idea. Starting right after the holidays, start the weekly energy in the Torah. We're using the Torah. The word Torah is not simply for a Bible. It's come from the word hora'ah, a path, a direction. It shows you where to go. It's almost like you see that scroll is like a flashlight that show a projector to show you where you need to go and where the light is. Sorry. So we learn that right after all these high level of energy comes a weekly energy portion, and the first one we're talking about is the name of this week's portion is called Noach. If some of you know the historical story, right? Noach and the flood, and he built an ark. Have you heard that before, right? You heard about that story, the ark. Hollywood did not such a great job on this movie, right? But it's far from what it is. And it's far from the Kabbalistic message that we all can receive and should activating in our life. The ark represents protection. Because after the energy that you manifest, you need to protect your energy. Most of us don't know that our energy can be dispelled by wrong interaction, wrong people around us, wrong actions, right? Wrong direction. So we need protection. That's what we come. But what the name of the portion indicate? Noach. In Hebrew, the word Noach is comfortable. And we learn in Kabbalah, every time, and again, this is the nature of all of us. What do? We wake up in the morning, we're going to go to work, we're going to manifest things so we will be comfortable. All what we do, we want to retire to be comfortable. We want a better home to be comfortable. We want a better car to be comfortable. All what we do is to gain comfort. And comfort is the biggest enemy of humanity. When people looking to be comfortable, what they do, they always stop the process of growth. For example, simply, when anybody went to the gym, right? Have you ever went to the gym and is really comfortable in the gym? So you're really not working out. Because if you really know working out, it's really uncomfortable. The pain, the discomfort, the noise, that there is there to go, to change, the sweat, uncomfortable. But the uncomfortable that you are there, right, makes you feel comfortable within your body, comfortable within how you look like, right? So that's what we do. We do a lot of things that are uncomfortable, right? To make ourselves feel comfortable. And that is very important to understand the first gift. If each one of us wants to see beyond our logic, beyond possibilities, looking for comfort, you're launching a consciousness that means you don't want that. The biggest thing that you want, even though I want to be is relationship comfortable. If you're looking to have a comfortable relationship, you are in the wrong direction. You're going to get divorced, you're going to get cheated on, you're going to get lied on all the time. If you're looking for a comfortable relationship, a comfortable relationship, it means nothing is moving. Have you ever been on a boat and the boat is very comfortable? What does it mean when you're sitting in a boat and it's very comfortable and quiet? What does it mean? The boat is standing. But when it's wavy and wiggling and jumping up and down, what does it mean? We're going somewhere. We're moving somewhere. A lot of us looking in the wrong direction. The Kabbalah shared the Torah, the spiritual work that we need to do. Why it's important to be outside of my comfort zone. And I explained to you. Each one of us have our own light. What we call in Kabbalah internal light, inner light. Your inner light, what you manifest, who you are. But you also have your, what we call Or Mekif, the surrounding light. Your surrounding light is your surrounding light. Have one intention. I want to reside within you. I want to enter. That surrounding light is always external, which means always outside of yourself. Why? Because any external light that wants to enter, you need to be comfortable and able to handle that light. If you're not going to be able to handle it, that means that light will destroy you, therefore that light will not reside within you. But anytime you push the boundaries, you being outside of yourself, you go the extra mile, you extend an olive branch, you give forgiveness when you don't want to, you share with somebody that is not yet the best, I would say, best thought of that person. What you do, you interact with your external light. You interact with your potential. Your external light is your potential. And that's what we need to understand. So let's say we're speaking about the 22 days. I did the work. And now comes the year. What do we want to do? We want to interact more with what we manifest or what we plant as a root, as a seed for this entire year. And therefore, this week's energy, it teaches us how to go outside of ourselves, how to manifest our own light, not someone else, not some God who is sitting there and you visualize that some God is punishing me or rewarding me based on all different type of if I'm behaving or if I'm a good person or not a good person. Nothing to do with this. This is your light that try to enter to you. What you plant in the beginning of the year wants to be manifested through many actions, thoughts, feelings, or even interaction outside of your comfort zone, outside of who you are. And therefore you can get a new light, a new revelation, hitchachut, renewable connection to yourself and to your strength. That is the beginning. This is the consciousness that we want to awaken for this week. and of course, within that story, we find many beautiful lessons. So I'm going to focus on a couple of them that are important for us to understand, or to at least to use this week. As I said before, it says that Rabbi Elimelech, one of the Kabbalists, shared a deeper understanding of the word Noach, but he says, uses the word Et ha'elokim ithalech Noach. He says that Noach, that person, walk the path of the light, the path of the Creator. So what is the message for us that we can really activate for ourselves? One, the Kabbalist says that if you are very much revealed a certain light or achieved a certain level, in your life, most of us, for example, when we achieve a certain status, a certain standard, a certain type of habits, it's very much causing us to feel like, as I said before, comfortable in those levels. And the question is that Noach is really awakened for us. Eta Elokim italech Noach, he says, what's my next level? Yeah, but most of us are riding on the success of yesterday. That's the problem. He says to us, whatever happened yesterday is dead, is gone. Anybody is riding on the food of 3 days ago, or you need new food today? The water that you drink yesterday is enough? No, you wake up, you want a glass of water. It's not enough for you. You're not riding on revelation and light that you reveal or thing that you've done yesterday, bless you. You wake up in the morning all from the beginning. You want to be in the habit that every day you shut down the day, and whatever you did, whatever happened, whatever did, it left behind, and you wake up new and you start again. But what? I've done it again? I need to do it again? Yes, from the beginning, but in a different intensity. Next level. Always looking for your next level. Your theme or your mantra or your thought should be, where is my next level? What will be my next level? In relationship, in friendship. If I take, most of us, coming to a level that we're dating 2-3 weeks, or now we are together, now we are officially together, meaning now I can be comfortable, now I can go with my pajamas, No. Like sometimes, we say, oh, now I don't need to wear makeup or whatever they call it, right? Or now I can walk around comfortably. Why? Yeah, because we passed through the 6-month period, or whatever they call it. They're coming up with excuses. As soon as you're being comfortable in relationship, the relationship starts to have a problem. As soon as you become comfortable in everything in your level, it means your next level stay dormant, and therefore it's been used against you. You have to remember your next level is open for you, but when you're not doing anything about it, you're not looking, it starts to be a force that almost like coerces you to change. Again, people think it's some God or some angelic force. No, it's you and your next level. So, Eta Elokim italech Noach, he says, the Rabbi Elimelech, he says, if you stay with the same consciousness of yesterday, you're already going down. We learn in business people, you can tell you, if your business doesn't grow, it moves backward. Have you heard it before? That's true for human being as well, for spirituality as well. Light that you revealed yesterday is gone. It's not maintaining. It's not like you have an extension. You need to do the work. Therefore, find out what is the new thing you can find about yourself this week. What is a new thing you can find about others, a connection to others? What is a deeper part of you? What is your deepest desire? How strong is your desire? Find every day things like that. Raise the level of excitement about your spiritual work. What is your spiritual work? How committed you are to a spiritual work? Is there a work or is random? Make your work, I would call in order. Put some ground rules for yourself. Put some boundaries that this I'm not doing anymore. This I'm not engaging with that anymore. Put those in place and you will see how you grow and manifest much faster. As opposed to people wake up in the morning, let's see what's happened. Or like my teacher used to tell, I love saying, it's going to be okay. Love when people come and say, it's going to be okay. What do you mean it's going to be okay? Based on what you do today, it's not going to be okay. What you do today determines if you are okay or not. And that will make things okay or better, So that is the first idea, that it's important for us to not ride on yesterday's results. Do not ride on yesterday's success. Get up and do it again, and better and stronger. You be in that consciousness, you are a sure success over there. Then he says you have to correct 3 different levels. What is the 3 main levels that you want to work on this year, for the year of course? And it's hinted by the Kabbalists in the children of Noach. Noach had 3 children, Shem, Ham, Veyefet. Right? There are codes. It's a code. Everything. Maybe I pause for a second and explain to you something deeper here. How do you say an ark in Hebrew? Teva. Teva. It's an ark. Teva. But Teva is also for word or letter. Teva. Every letter called a Teva. Right? Every word is a Teva. It's like its own entity. Right? Many people don't understand that every letter in the Torah is a complete code. Never should be taken literal. Never. All of this story is not historical, is not just tradition, is absolutely codes of how to activate our energy, our source, between us and the source. This is what it's all about. It's an engagement with the source of light that we can function on. So he says, Teva. He speaks about Teva, the Ark of Noach. No, he speaks about the Tevot, the words in that portion, that each one of them can provide you the success. So when we're talking about Shem, Ham, and Yefet, 3 children, we're not talking about children, in generations. We're talking about those Teva, those codes of what we need to learn for what we can do with ourselves this year, this year, but of course activating this week. So he says, if you know the code, the name Shem, Shem is also it's called another name for name. Shem is Hashem. We're talking about the name of the Creator. Shem is a code for the name of the Creator. That's the hint over here. And the Kabbalah says, check yourself in this week. Check what is your relationship with your Creator. It says that most people think that there is an angry God, some mysterious man sitting upstairs, or some kind of a God that belongs to a Jewish people, or the Christian God, or the gods, let's ask the gods of what is it all about? It's all how you interact with your God. Each one of us is the creator in this world. We are in a gallery, right? Most people get excited when they are creative. Why? Why we are so connected to ourselves and to what we do when we are creative? Because you're activating the creator in your life. You're activating that force that is inside of you. So you have to ask yourself today, this week, am I doing the work coded by the name Shem? What is the name of the Creator mean to me? What does the name God mean to me? What is my interaction with that? I believe or I don't believe. That doesn't really mean anything. You don't have to believe in God for God to work with you. Because no matter how much belief, people say, I'm a great believer and small believer. They always compare Noach to Abraham. He says, compared to Abraham, Noach was almost like an evil person. But in his generation, Noach tzaddik haya bedorotav. In his generation, he was righteous. Right? He was righteous back then. Why? Because he lived among wicked people. Seems like familiar to many of us, no? Sometimes we like to insert ourselves in a circle of people that we will be the strongest one, or we will be the most beautiful one, or we will be we'll have the upper hand, right? So a lot of people surround themselves with yes men, or people that will please them. A lot of us, to feel comfortable, I'm not going to be challenged, nobody going to challenge me. That's a majority of the people surround themselves with them. You have to ask yourself, what is your interaction with your Creator? How every day? Because, for example, this work is very important. It's like when you have a business or you have a job. Anybody, if you have a job, every day you get a task, or let's say you have a weekly task. You go to your boss and you ask, what do I need to do today? What is my mission today, right? If you don't know what you're doing, it's never going to get done. And if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there, right? So you ask, where should I go? Do you ask your Creator, your sender, whoever sent you into this world, which is not your parents, of course, why are you here? What is your purpose? Are you closer to your purpose? Are you just born here and you're doing what everybody else is doing? And you follow the cattle? You follow I love, I born in Israel. And in Israel we grew up, everybody says the word, nizorem. I'm going with the flow. Have you heard it before? Very nice to be in the flow. What if that flow takes you into a sewage, right? I'm going with the flow. Yeah, everybody doing crime, I'll do crime. Everybody do this, I'll do that. No, you're not doing this. You are in charge over your life. You are engaged with your life. You need to know where you're going. You need to know who is your Creator. Know your Creator. Ask questions. And it's not based on a rabbi or a guru that will give you the answer. Nonsense. People didn't know that they have it inside. You have a chip. You have a connection. It's like in your phone, right? You can call anywhere around the world. They don't block you, right? You pay the price. You can call anybody. Because everybody have a phone. Same thing. The Creator, you have a chip called the Creator inside of you. And it's communicate with the higher power. But you need to activate it by, first of all, ask question. What is your engagement with your Creator? Do you know who is your Creator? Who sent you here? You know who child, you know who is your father? Who is, everybody know who their father, hopefully, but who is your spiritual father? What brought you here? What's the message? That is the first interaction that Noah gives us. According to that name, he says, this is the consciousness you want to have. Am I seeing the Creator in everything? Do I see the hashgacha? Do I see how I'm supervised by that force? Do I see how everything happened miraculously without even me? I don't know how it's happening. Do you see the protection? What do you do then? Oh, thank God, everything is good. What do you mean, thank God? He's already blessed. You need to be blessed. You need to awaken that energy. So the second name is what we call Shem, is the first one. Cham, hot. The word Cham is hot, warm, right? He says, what is it? You have to warm up. Warm up, which means that related to love. The Kabbalah says, Baal Shem Tov, the Rabbi Elimelech, it says, that name need to awaken for you a little bit warmth. Have you ever been in a cold relationship? It's horrible. When you and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, wife living in a house and it's like cold between you, you can't stand it. You're not functional. You don't want to be there. You want to run away. You want to find exits. It's the same thing between you and yourself, between you and your Creator. Warm up the love to the spiritual work. Warm up the love for yourself. Warm up, right? Heat it up, the love between you and people around you. And it's only through love that you gain connection. Only through love, the right love. And he says, actually, there's a correction here. He says, you have letaken, to correct time that you got heated up. Too heated. When you make a decision in the heat of the moment, you know that? You always regret on it, yes or no? Always. In the heat of the moment, you make a decision, You always regret, why have I done it? I was too angry, I was too heated, I'm sorry, I apologize. You always need to go back and correct it. So you have to make sure that you heat just enough not to get burned out, or to burn the people around you, or to burn the bridges around you. He says there's a lot of correction in what we call that name, and this week is available for us to understand. Also, to get a little bit excited, For me, back then, if somebody will tell me to meditate, it's like, I don't want to meditate, I can't handle it, right? Or pray, no, cold, right? Now when you heat it up, when you warm up to this type of connection, what happened to ice? Ice doesn't move, there's no movement in ice, right? When you heat up the water, now it's flow. Now there is movement, now there is flexibility. So it's important to find your right heat, your right warmth, and then the relationship will keep flowing. Information will start flow between you and your Creator. Love your Creator that gives you even when He doesn't give you. And when you start to understand that it's not a religious concept, it's simply love who you came to become. And you became, it says, you created in the image of God. What does it mean? You are the creator in this world. There is no God who comes to save you. It's not going to happen. Jesus doesn't come back. Moses doesn't come back. There is no Messiah who come back to save us. It's you. It's each one of us is your own Messiah. You are our own redemption. It's only on us. Therefore, the guru is not going to work anymore. The rabbinical thing. Myself, do you think I want to do it? No, I'm just sharing with you with this wisdom. I'm not going to solve anyone's problem. I know that. You cannot correct anybody. You cannot fix anyone's problem. So stop that immediately. Warm up to your work, and you will see how you manifest. And by your work, then you activate what? The third name, Yefet. Come from the word Yefeh, Yofi, beauty. Then your beauty will shine. Then not your ego, not how great you are, not how, you exaggerate about your story and all we all sugarcoating the story to make it sounds right to people to like us. No. You have to, we call it, Tiferet is the word, Yefet is come from the word Tiferet, which is beauty. See the beauty of your soul. See the beauty of, why most of us are not thinking that we are beautiful? Because we're looking at the physical body. Physical body, there's always someone looking better than you. Trust me. There's always someone looking better than you. What are you trying to, you're gonna lose. Focus on your beauty. How beautiful you are when you share. How beautiful you are when you're connected to your light. How beautiful your light is. That is what he's asking us. That's why he says banim. He says the sons, right? The children, which mean as you do the work, you create an outcome. You create offspring. You manifest new clients. You manifest new friends. You manifest new relationship. You manifest new ideas. That's what related to sons. That is giving birth to. And that's what he's asking you here. So if you're going to do it, what we call, because if you are looking to be comfortable, all of those things aren't going to work. But if you're looking to get outside of yourself in those levels, and it's only internal work, you don't really depend on anybody to do this. That's the beauty of the work. Then he says, again, there's a story I always share about the Ark of Noah. So many. How many times? How long we have? 5 more minutes. 2 things. Noah was in the flood. Okay. There's so many. I will. Okay. So I'll share with you one. One is the concept of. They ask Noah. You need to do tzohar ta'aseh lateva. He says you should make a window to the ark, right? But the Kabbalah shared tzohar is also another name for precious stone. So the question is, was it a window or was it precious stone, right? And the code over here is 2 things. One, What does window represent? Window is so I can see outside. Precious stone is, they said, you bring precious stone to the ark, it's dark inside, but when you ignite the light from inside, now the window can be used to what? To share light with the world. Okay? So the concept is both. You need to have a window, and the window is not so I can look outside. What do they have? How much why she have it? Why they got it? Why not? Not a window to look outside and to check your neighbors. What do? You know, the people watching. No. You want to to bring inside what we call the precious stone. When you connect it to your light. And when you ignite your light, then the window is going to be used for what? Share light. Share light with others. Share your light that you will beam like that light. That's what he says. But he says, if you act this way, Sohar, if you flip the letters, you get the word tzara, trouble, or difficulty. And he says, if you act this way, if you bring in that Sohar, that precious stone, if you awaken that precious stone inside of you that represent your light, represent that spark of the Creator inside of you, and you share that light with the world, any trouble that comes your way, any difficulty that stands in your way, will become a tzohar. You will flip tzara to tzohar. You will flip the trouble, the negativity, into a precious stone, into a precious lesson, into a precious light. And that's another level. The last lesson I shared, you know, it's very important that to remember who we are. One is that he sends, after 40 days and 49, he opened the window and he sends the raven. Right? For those of you who remember the story, he sends the raven, go check if there is a land. Sure enough, the raven goes, never coming back. Right? Never coming back. Sends the dove. She goes back. Yeah? Long story short, she went and came back. She came back. And then obviously he sent again. She came back with an olive branch. Right? What is the lesson for us? Obviously we know that the raven found the land. It's obvious, right? Well, how do you know? He never come back. We know because today there are ravens over here, right? So he found the land. He just was selfish. He just didn't come back to save us, to tell us. You, us, each one of us, what are you? Are you a raven? When you find something, like, you know, I give you many examples of that we are raven in these terms, right? Most of us, sometimes we find something so good, we first going to take for ourselves, and then we're going to think about others, right? That's the raven mentality. Some of us, even when you have, when you know how many times you have friends that like best friends of you, and then as soon as they find relationship, they never call you, they never invite you, or they call you, you are the third wheel. You know what I'm talking about? Right? We're the same way. As soon as we have something, forget about those people. Right? Same thing. What is the dove? The dove is like, for example, he says, let's say you find wisdom. You find the lessons. You find something that was revealed to you. Are you going back to save your friends? Are you going back to really share it with your friends? Or you just take it, it's for me, I don't want to share, I don't want to interact. It's another level that we all wants to awaken this type of consciousness. Finish the consciousness of the raven, that first for me, and then let's see, they're going to find eventually the land. No. Go back and extend an olive branch to your friends. Give a hand to somebody. Really open your heart for somebody. That is the idea that we want to awaken here. The last thing, now remind me, you know how stinky was the ark? Very stinky. Imagine, just like from the story point of view, all the animal in the same place, stinky, right? But they never smelled this way. They never felt any wrong about it, right? Because they knew they're changing the world. They have a mission. Most of us think that the world can survive without us. You know, it says that if you're born into this world, it's because the Creator decided that the world cannot exist without you. Ask yourself, are you close to this? Are you close to understand that you're saving the world? Every time you transform yourself, every time you awaken light, every time you do a certain change and transformation, you're saving the world. So let's awaken that ark and then insert all of us inside the ark. What is the ark? This is the protection. The ark is consciousness. It's not a physical ark. Remember that. You know, we call it the ark as well. Teva is also words. Also words, when you're using words. So now remind yourself to vibrate the words that you're using, to what type of words, what type of energy you vibrate out there, what type of message you share with people. So that's enough for today. We have many more, but I appreciate the moment we have here. Thank you for hosting us in Time to Be Happy gallery, and have a wonderful week. Thank you.